Can Patrick Mahomes break Tom Brady's touchdown record? Let's find out using CMP, which stands for Career Milestone Projections. Basically, we'll be looking at it through 3 different perspectives: a casual, a hater, and a glazer. The player's projection would fluctuate based on the perspective we're looking at. And based on that, you can decide if the milestone can be achieved. Comment who you want to see next. Any sport, any milestone. Just don't make it too delusional. 3 quick things to consider. If we're still in the middle of a season, we'll assume that the season ends today. We'll consider that there will be no long-term injuries or any shortened seasons. So these numbers might be inflated, but the bigger the better. Back to the main topic. Mahomes is 28 years old and just finished playing in his 7th season. He has played in 96% of all possible games he could have played in since becoming a starter, which is essentially 16 games a season. Throughout his career, Mahomes has averaged almost 2.3 touchdowns per game. However, in recent years, this number drops a little bit to 2.1. Mahomes currently sits at 219 career touchdowns, so can he actually beat Tom Brady's record? Mahomes is the most overrated player ever, getting bailed out by his receiver in a Mickey Mouse league with no competition. Next 4 years, he'll probably play about 16 games a season, averaging 1.8 touchdowns per game, followed up by 3 more seasons of 16 games, averaging 1.5 touchdowns per game. Then this fraud will play 3 last seasons, playing 15 games a season, averaging 1.3 touchdowns a game. Mahomes, undoubtedly the best player in the game right now, and already established himself as one of the best of all time. We can expect for the next 4 seasons, he'll probably play about 16 games, averaging 2.2 touchdowns per game, followed up by 4 more seasons of 16 games, averaging 2 touchdowns a game. Then we might start seeing him slow down for the next 3 seasons, playing 16 games, averaging 1.7 touchdowns per game, and then for his final 2 seasons, he'll probably play about 15 games, averaging 1.5 touchdowns per game. Mahomes already better than Brady, the best to ever do it, and he's going to break this record as well, even though it doesn't matter. For the next 6 seasons, we're about to see prime Mahomes, the prime of the best player to ever play. He's going to play about 17 games a season and average 2.4 touchdowns per game. Then he's going to slow down a bit, but still be way better than everyone else. For the next 3 seasons, he'll play 16 games, averaging 2.2 touchdowns per game, followed up by 3 more seasons of 16 games, averaging 2 touchdowns a game. And then for his last 3 seasons, he's going to put the record so far out that no one would even come close. He's going to play 15 games, averaging 1.7 touchdowns a game. So now let's go back and see if Mahomes can break Tom Brady's touchdown record. If Mahomes were to play until the age of 38, he'd get close, but he wouldn't reach it. Now, if Mahomes were to play up until the age of 41, he'll definitely be in the territory of breaking the record. And if Mahomes were to play until the age of 43, he'll put this record so far out of reach that no one would ever come close. Now, looking at all 3 projections, I think it's safe to say that he might actually break this record. Obviously, a main factor being health. One injury could change all of this. Miss a season, that's like 40 touchdowns. But outside of that, he'll definitely come close to the record, and it just comes down to if he wants to break it or not. Because if he wanted to, I think he'll just play until he breaks the record. Let me know. Do you think Mahomes can break Brady's touchdown record?
Tell me what you see. Is it money or it's me?